The subject of our policy brief is Are electronic vehicles the solution to a smaller total ecological footprint? We chose this topic because it represents the future of cars. It comes with problems we don't know yet, and it represents challenges for the future. The use of electronic vehicles has become increasingly popular in recent years.
We are currently experiencing a more globally climate-conscious society, and therefore cleaner and more sustainable approaches are constantly being pushed by international organizations and governments. Especially with the automobile industry, there has been a large shift in the type of fuel used. Gasoline, diesel are the most commonly used fuel in today's world, but hybrid and electric cars are growing exponentially in terms of market share. In addition to this, there has been a large shift in resource allocation in companies towards more green cars, since electric cars last 250% longer than gas cars in terms of component changes. To conclude, the world is inevitably going to have to take a more green and sustainable approach when it comes to the automobile industry, considering the trajectory of our climate.
Given this situation, electric vehicles have the potential to significantly reduce carbon emissions. The production of efficient batteries for EVs involves the polluting extraction of rare metals. The demand for these metals is increasing to accelerate the energy transition. The main challenge is to reduce the emission created during the production of batteries, because the extraction of rare earth has strong environmental impacts. Government and car manufacturers therefore need to develop strategies to reduce emissions from battery production. They can also work together to promote and invest in green technologies such as electric, hybrid, natural gas, hydrogen, and biofuel cars. In this way, electric vehicles will not only be a short-term solution, but a long-term answer to reducing global carbon emissions.
We decided to develop 3 different recommendations that allow a greener use of the electric vehicles. The first one is to reuse, reconvert, and recycle. The second one is to create guides to allow people to adopt a greener way to use electric vehicles. And the third one is to reduce the number of batteries produced. For the first one, reuse consists in salvaging batteries in good condition from wrecked vehicles and installing them in other cars. Reconvert consists in using old batteries to power devices that require less energy than electric vehicles, such as electric gates at railroad crossings or lights. Recycle consists in reducing the number of waste linked to batteries destruction. For the second, it is important to choose the most suitable charging method with the most suitable charger depending on the routes of the user. It is also important to use green energy to power the vehicle. By this, we mean clean energy sources such as wind or solar. Then, users need to adopt the good behavior driver to limit batteries destruction, adopting an adequate driving style and respecting weather conditions. For the third one, it is important to reduce the number of batteries produced, process that is very polluting, by creating batteries with a longer lifespan or choosing the best battery depending on the habitual routes driven by the user.
To conclude, electric vehicles are a promising solution. Batteries production can lead to negative impacts, and innovative measures are needed to eliminate environmental damages.